Hello and welcome back to the Career Mode series. Today we're at the Hungaroring for the Hungarian Grand Prix. And cutting on to the end of our first lap, which puts us in P3, but it's actually going to put us down into P17 after everyone's completed their first laps. So we go for another lap, which puts us into P11 and into Q2. And cutting on to our lap in Q2, we're pushing as hard as we can, as it's our only lap, but we miss out on Q3 by only half a tenth.
So before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday's qualifying session with a look at the starting grid. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he starts from pole position. And it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Ricciardo, Rosberg, Kimi Raikkonen, and Vettel, Alonso, Button, Massa, and Carlos Sainz. Toro Rosso, Perez, Nico Hülkenberg, and Bottas, Grosjean, Magnussen, Jolyon Palmer, and Esteban Gutierrez. Wehrlein and Harry Anto, Marcus Ericsson, and Felipe Nasser starts from the back of the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
And it is 5 red lights, and away we go for this Magyar Nagydíj. If you watched Sprint Mode Championship back in the day, you'll know what I'm on about. But as we go down into turn 1, it looks like it's going to be side by side between Button and Massa, and up ahead as well between the two Ferraris. But we go around the outside into turn 1 and try and overtake the two McLaren Hondas. And now going down into turn 2, we're going to try and go up the inside of the Williams of Felipe Massa, and we are up into P7 for just now. But now we cut on to lap 4 it'll be, and up ahead it is side by side between Vettel and Raikkonen, and also up ahead between the two Mercedes cars and Daniel Ricciardo, and they get held up by each other going into turn 3, and now that'll give us a chance to go up the inside into the fast left-hander. And we are now up into P6 for just now, but we cut on to lap 11, and Max Verstappen is out of the race, so I wonder what has happened to him. And it's going to be a virtual safety car coming out, so it must be very serious stuff. So looking at a replay now, and it is an engine blowout for the Red Bull driver. Very bad luck for him, and that is not how he would have wanted his race to end. And he parks it off to the left, out of the way of everyone else. But we're going to come into the pits during the virtual safety car, and it's just about to end. So how much time can we make up, and can we possibly beat the rest of the field and stay in P1? If you look to the left of the screen on the track map, we are miles ahead of P2 of Jolyon Palmer. We've made up lots of time on the rest of the field, but we're going to look at a battle between Hamilton and Palmer, as Palmer's creating a bit of a train behind, as you can see there, and Hamilton is now released from that train, and now he can go up to catch us if he is fast enough for it. We're going to cut later on, and Raikkonen is now next to try and get out of this train as he goes up the inside of Jolyon Palmer, going into turn 1, as he locks up, but he will make the move stick out of turn 1. And now we're going to cut later into the race once more, and now it's Nico Rosberg's turn to try and get out of the train, going into turn 1, and it looks like he is now out of this train, as we're on a very nice shot of the overhead from the helicopter going down into turn 2. But now eventually Jolyon Palmer does come in to the pits, which releases the train of the Red Bull and the Ferrari there. But we're going to cut on to the start of lap 23, and Hamilton has caught up to us and now passed us going into turn 1 here. We maybe try the switchback, but Hamilton is clever enough to leave the door closed, but now we're going to cut to lap 27 as we come into the pits for a set of super soft tyres, and we're going to rejoin in P6. But cutting on to lap 31, and we've got DRS on Nico Rosberg down into turn 1, and he tries to stick it around the outside, but he's unable to do that, and we are now up into P5 in this race. But we cut on to lap 33, and Rosberg's going up inside, going into this right-hander, and he's made the move stick, so he is now back into P5, but cut on to the checkered flag, and it is a P6 finish for us in the Hungarian Grand Prix. If you did enjoy this episode of the Career Mode series, do leave a like, share the video around, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe for more F1 videos, including this series and the Sergio Perez career. So I'll see you next time for that, and goodbye.